Dear friends, welcome to this new episode of UFO Encounters in Italy. Tonight, we will tell about the story of Giuseppe. Giuseppe is a 60-year-old farmer living in Campania region not far from Naples. It is October 1984, and that morning, Giuseppe is home alone. His wife and his son went to a funeral. It's about 7:30 a.m. in the morning, and Giuseppe decides to go to a little cabin he has some 100 meters from his home to pick some hay for his cows. Giuseppe walks towards the cabin, and when he reaches a corner, he can see some dozen of meters away from him a strange looking person. He's not very tall, he's about 1 meter and 20 centimeters. And he looks like a kid more than a man. But his aspect is quite unusual. Let's see a drawing of this strange being. This is the curious person he sees. Well, he wears a sort of fur, brownish fur, a helmet with an opaque visor, a backpack, and a curious sort of double-pointed tool, a sort of big fork he uses to test the ground just beneath his feet. Well, Giuseppe is not in panic as many other witnesses are in similar cases, because he simply thinks he's seeing a sort of clown. Could it be? So he simply stays there and watches this curious person who keeps testing the ground and the mud. This is an area of hills and woods, so nobody is around there. And Giuseppe really doesn't know what to do. Time keeps ticking, and he has got to pick the hay for his cows and feed them. So, in order to try and unblocking the situation of trying to do something, he simply coughs. And when the being hears the coughing, he turns to him, looks at him, even if Giuseppe will not see his eyes due to the opaque visor. And then they stare at each other for some moment, and then this creature turns and walks away from him. He walks and he runs a bit, and from his legs a sort of sparkles start getting out, and a rhythmic loud noise, something like Giuseppe now is scared, so he stays where he is and tries to see where the hell that being disappeared. Well, after 1 minute, a couple of minutes maximum, he can see a strange device taking off from the nearby wood. This is a drawing of that unusual craft, a sort of box with a structure on top of that. Not a big, just 3 meters length or something like that, apparently. This strange device takes off from the wood and then flies, but then, almost out of his sight, returns landing just behind a nearby hill, like he's trying to do another landing. Giuseppe is scared. He returns back home, picks his rifle, and goes back to the place where he saw that entity. Some unusual footprints were found, and in the wood also some evidence of that craft which had landed there. Italian Carabinieri police will be involved in this case, and they will also take photographs of the unusual traces. We must say that this is one of the most solid cases, because also the most skeptical UFO associations in Italy could not find any satisfactory explanation. It was not a hoax, it was not some hallucination or something like that. The only possible explanation could be a hoax done by somebody who probably pick a kid and asked him to wear that strange kind of dress. But it's really difficult to think of a hoax in such an unusual place and in an unusual time and period of the year. For which reason? For the benefit of whom? Also, we must consider that Giuseppe could not drink any alcohol due to a surgical operation he had some months before. For all his life, he kept telling the same story, and he was sure that he saw something not from this earth. Once again, thank you for being here with me. I hope you enjoyed this new case. Feel free to send me your comments, suggestions, and critics. Feel free to subscribe here below. And I wait for you with the next episode of UFO Encounters in Italy. See you.